shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 31-yard line. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
on 1st and 10. Watson. Man open. That's Kiki QT complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Watson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, 43 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20, 10, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Chiefs take over.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Now the 7th-year running back, it's Le'Veon Bell. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Chiefs 21, Texans 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he's letting it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of 31.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st down.
toss it out right to Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Watson on target here to Fuller. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Try to run it in. Johnson. And this time he is in. Yes. David Johnson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And his kick is good.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked picked off at the 45. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
After the interception, here's Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Houston.
From the gun, here's Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's second down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Throwing again, Watson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. He can run for it, and he will. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have broken the tie. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Brandon Cooks, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A final shot before the break, Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Good carry and pickup for a first down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost their 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL in all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans will be happy to see that guy all year long.
Now left side on the swing pass. That catch good for only a couple.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go one more. Hey, check right, check right. Watching the grind. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, 57, 57. Mike, 55. Mike, 55. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
From the 27, Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return comes Cobb. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. Going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The big money man, Chris Jones, getting in there to bring him to the ground.
Chris Jones is truly a force, and it doesn't matter what uniform he's going to have on. If he's on that side of the ball, you better double and triple team him. In 2018, the first player in NFL history to have a sack in 11 straight games. And while he didn't play all 16 in 2019, still had 9 sacks on the season and was an absolute beast during the playoffs.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now, these two quarterbacks in this one, Mahomes and Watson, so much in common. Drafted 2 picks apart from one another in 2017. Mahomes going 10th to Kansas City. Watson at 12 to Houston. Both Pro Bowlers early in their careers, of course. And Mahomes has the MVP and a Super Bowl ring, so he kind of has the leg up to this point.
Got him down. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Hey, check 24.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Beyond the coverage defensively.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Line 41, line 41.
Now Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here we go. Check 50. Check 52.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Snags it for the pick. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
For a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 20.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Gets this one to him. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action here on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Well, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
At the 35-yard line.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. And I'm coming after you.
Going to give this time to the tailback. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Check 41.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Bell. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Harrison Butker.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
And there's a good catch by David Johnson. Good enough for a first down. And remember, come out to the University of Northern Iowa. He had played receiver his first couple of years in college before shifting to running back. Used to seeing the ball in the air. And when he's on his game, he's an excellent pass receiver.
Watson, option play. He'll hand it to Johnson.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Johnson. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
On the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Watson now to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
There's a good reception there by Will Fuller. And if you're looking for breakout players in 2020, he's a big-time candidate for it because he has a rapport with Deshaun Watson. And now with DeAndre Hopkins no longer in Houston, he could be their top receiver.
On first down, Watson. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On first and 10, Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Kiki QT. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And it's caught. And the Texans are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown.
David Johnson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game, 35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Whitney merciless. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Hey, we got 3 down. 41 from yellow. Check 41. Get your swerve on. Like 41. You got to wedge that out.
To throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
And this will be caught at the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
First down, Texans.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Watson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Kahale Waring. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
Tonight's final score, Texans 42.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Texans, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.